Hey guys, what is going on? This is Larknok 1/Exotic, and welcome back to part 16 of my Let's Play of Civilization Beyond Earth. So last time, several things were going on. We were pumping out a bunch of disciples in all of our cities, because in just 5 turns, if we let it happen, we will get an upgrade to affinity level 11 in Supremacy, and that'll give us it'll turn all the disciples into apostles, which will be stronger but more expensive units. So we want to get as many disciples as we can before then. We also have a bit of an issue as far as military fronts go. We've got Poly-Australian Army here, which we're currently in active engagement with. New Hope might send down some armor units, so we do have 3 disciples stationed here if we need it. And it looks like the Kavithans have a bit of an army surmounting, although they haven't declared open war yet. Something that I've noticed is that Korean really isn't growing, so one of the things we might want to do is get some workers down there to go build some biowells, because really we only have 3 there, and that's kind of pitiful. So I'm thinking we just create 2 workers and over a short period of time get them some biowells. Because as it stands right now, Gongren will have more biowells just in a very short period of time than Koyun has right now, which is kind of shameful that we've even neglected it that long, really. Let's just keep building a paddock here and a titanium mine there. And as far as this guy's concerned, he's in a perfect spot. He's healing up. He might get engaged by some units. Doesn't really matter. Interesting. So we will get a veterancy there. It's very nice. Ooh, ranged unit on ranged unit action. He can scare me. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. So this guy is relatively hurt. He's got 40 health. I think that'll be fine. I think what we're going to do here is just bomb this guy. See if we can't take him out with a needle jet. Which one has a little more health? This one has slightly more health. Bomb this guy out. And just send this guy to heal. He's a veteran now, which is nice. As far as this Guardian is concerned, we can bomb him. I think we'll move this guy over to give a, what is it called? Location bonuses to this guy and this one. And then we'll just have these 2 heal up. That Guardian can kind of just chill, and while we're at it, let's just heal our needle jets up. Alright, so this force is kind of in the way to our eventual plan to hit New Hope, so let's go ahead and cut it down. And just send these disciples into healing mode. Alright, so we do have access to this fiber up here. I'm thinking we'll go and help it out, and we did just get a worker. So let's send him over here. And, oops, I always forget to start this timer. We just got a disciple from Ninit 10. Let's go ahead and send him across the river to Huanlei, just to dissuade a Kavithan invasion if one happens. Not so much, to actually engage these units in any good numbers, but it will make the Kavithans think about invading. Which they could do if they need to, because this is quite a big army. Honestly, if they invaded right now, I don't know if I'd have the resources or units to defend. So in a few turns, we're going to change from climate control to something else, because I don't want to actually hit 11 before I get out a lot of disciples that I'm building in a bunch of different places. You see here, I have like several disciples queued in a lot of different places. And, oh wow, a Brazilian army is also mounting on the border of Cuyan and I guess like the Brazilian Empire over here. So again, even more reason that we really have to give us a little more time to build disciples. Let's go ahead and bomb these ranged units with Panzerung. They pulled out a little bit, but I think we're just going to stay here, not pressure on them. Because the thing is you have to understand, Kesimton's right here, and knowing the Poly-Australians, they definitely have needle jets or something. And those can reach out to, I think, this line right here. So we don't want to push past that line unless we have needle jets that are on intercept mode. And honestly, this just sounds like a bad idea also, because we'd get hit by 2 Guardians. Alright, so what we can probably do is engage this ranged unit here. I'm thinking that we just heal for 1 more turn, though. There's no real downside, and they can't really do much. All that they do is give us some experience. Let's remove this miasma and put this guy into fortify. Same here. Oh, a trade route out of Gongren, eh? Okay, so far we have normally a trade route that goes to Huanlei, looks good to me. Let's just continue it. Let's heal our needle jets up. We don't have any use for them this turn. And we have a trade route out of Gansrig. This again looks really good. 3 food, 6 total production, and it's between Gongren and Gansrig, so it's good. And there's nothing else that really is giving quite that much food to Gansrig, except maybe this one to Kuyin. But do we really prioritize Gongren's production? Sorry, Kuyin's production over Gongren's? Not particularly. Kuyin's a little more developed, so looks good to me. Alright, let's see where this takes us. Intruder alert. Oh yeah, this Brazilian army is racking my nerves a little bit, especially because they just put some of these guys into defense mode. So I am just gonna, I'll send this guy up here, just in case, the Kavithans get a little, violent. We finished our bioglass furnace in Huanlei, so what do we build next? That improved our production probably many times over. And we are not growing anymore in Huanlei, however, so I'm thinking that what's probably wise is to build the Civil Crush. That'll help us grow considerably and get us some more food. Alrighty. We finished our worker in Gongren, our 2 workers, so I think now would be a wise time to build the Civil Crush also here, which will help us grow considerably. It's just 8 turns. Alternatively, what we could do is build the Alloy Foundry. I think that's probably wise. Because it'll help us build everything a lot faster. Let's keep on bombing this guy. And can we take him out this turn? Easily. Alright, we will. How do our needle jets look? That's going to be a critical component of whether or not we want to push up past the line. This line right here. Right now I'm just going to take occupation of these hills. And push this guy down a little bit. Why not? We did just get another disciple, so let's try to see if we can't send him up on the KV border. And I actually want to swap out of climate control because I don't want to get that affinity just yet. So I'm thinking orbital networks is probably our best option right now because the Intercom satellites are required for Supremacy Victory anyway. And it'll just give us a bunch of science, and it'll put to use our petroleum and titanium, because we're not really using it for anything right now. As far as this guy's concerned, he just finished the titanium mine, so we can send him out to build, what do you call them? IOLs as well, along with the new worker we just got. This looks good. Good location. The thing is, it's kind of split between Kuyin and, there we go. Oops. Reset. Yeah, oops, yeah. That's what I get for screwing around. Gonna lock in all of our important food tiles, because this city is having trouble growing. And then see if we can't construct us a biowell here. Alright, trade convoy out of Tiangong. Where do we want to go with this? This would continue giving us a little bit of food, a little bit of production, and feed Gongren. This would do pretty much the same thing with Kuyin. So who's deserving more of our production? Kuyin or Gongren? Gongren, why not? They need it. Still developing industry, still growing. And we'll just fortify this guy. Why not? This guy can go into air intercept mode. And, ooh. If they send any planes overhead, we'll definitely see them and hit them early. One thing that we're limited on this approach is we don't have very many ranged units. So we have to be very careful about how we use the ones we have. We just got another virtue. So last time we picked up labor logistics, which helped out our production and buildings considerably. And now the question is, do we really want to get brutal efficiency, which will increase our Firaxite yields, as well as a bunch of other strategic resource yields, certainly. And it gets us one virtue closer to getting the synergy bonus here. For example, if we wanted to go all out war, we could get brutal efficiency and then channeled wrath, and then just like that, we would have so much more combat. So that is definitely an option. And using the extra Firaxite, we could either build military units, if we need sabers or something like that. Or we could build, and certainly angels if we need them for the victory. Or we could build hypercores, which will help our science out. I'm thinking that's definitely a wise idea, so I'm going to go down that route. Improved our Phyrexite, we're up to 9. And we finished our trade depot in Tan. I guess it's time to build the recycler. Okay, this disciple, I'm just going to have him heal up. See if we can't get this guy in the hill. And, yeah, this one in defense mode. Start building this plantation. And this guy can just fortify. We did finish this biowell here. Let's see if we can't build a mine on that hill. And, we could build a biowell here in this forest. I think I will. I'll just remove the miasma there first. So we did just get our first disciple out of minute 10. Send him up to Huanlai. And this one can go support his comrade here. Again, all in case war breaks out and we don't have very many options. Let's put this one in intercept as well. They're pushing up with some lancers. Doesn't look particularly good. We might want to recenter all of our units to get that supremacy bonus. We'll definitely be engaging them in the next several turns. And we just finished trading a bunch of petroleum for energy to Reggie. Now we're down negative in our economy. So definitely want to reopen that if we can't. How much were we giving him? Let's give him 10. Okay, so he's definitely willing to trade for it. But can he give us... He doesn't have any energy to give us. It's highly unfortunate. Looks like we'll just hold on to that. Or maybe we can trade it with someone below us. So there's not many people below us because we're actually not doing the bestest we could. Let's see if this guy's willing to trade. Nope, he's got no energy. Perhaps Elodie? No energy. Everyone's poor. Trading the best player in the game.
Hello.
Oh, she's wealthy.
How can I help you?
I approve. Alright.
What's the deal?
She's willing to give me 1 energy per one, but how about a little higher? I'm curious. What, she does 7? Nope. She's pretty much 1 for 1.
Said, trade is
Okay,
the
so let's give
lifeblood of
her
nations.
10 of these. We don't have any boards with her either, so that's probably good. She's leading the scoreboard, but oh well.
By all
And
means.
just like that, we're positive in the economy again. So our economy is really going to be solved once we pick up the Xenomaleum here in just 7 turns. Wonderful, wonderful wonder that's going to give us so much energy. I'm so disappointed to hear that they are basically nerfing it in the next patch, which is sad because it's honestly one of my favorite wonders. Oh well. I'm sure there'll be some other really cool wonders available in the game. So let's go ahead and bomb this guy. What we could do is we could double engage this one here and then see if we can't bomb him out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, looks good. Looks like we're definitely gonna be able to bomb him out with our needle jets if we need to this turn. Just like that, he is gone. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to this other one. Oh, he's not dead. He survived. Well, there goes the second bombing run. Oh well, we took an important unit out. So we did just finish this paddock here. I'm thinking we go ahead and build a biowell here because Tan does not have that many food sources. His disciple can heal up. Another disciple out of Kuyan this time. Let's actually start building a bit of a army on this border with Brasilia, because that is actually relatively scary. And I'd hate for a war to break out and for something like Kuyan to fall because of negligence on my part. Let's keep these disciples fortified at Huanlai just to hold the river if they want. If the Kavithans want to fight a fight, we will give them. And intruder alert, looks like they moved back onto the TechNet hubspot again. Australians know how to mount an army. I'll give them that. We got an additional veterancy on our disciple here. He's now a veteran. We got a quest decision. Ooh, the feed site hub. Alright, so once again I'm going to go for a covert agent. This is going to help our health out. Again, quite a bit. We have so many covert ops now. And hopefully we'll be able to steal the sign successfully. And if we do that, we will get another spy, I think. Alright, so we finished another disciple in Ganzerig. I'm thinking, why don't we just produce, you know what? It's just an opportunity to get more apostles, and I can't turn that down. So let's just keep on producing more disciples. This guy can help on this border army here. I like precipitating armies out of nowhere. It's wonderful. And once again, I believe we can just take this guy out pretty quickly. Heal our guys up. They don't really even need to engage this turn. And bomb them out. Wonderful. I love the combat in this game. It's going to be great once we have apostles and we can basically just do whatever we want. We'll heal this guy up. In fact, we'll put him in air intercept. Pretty sure that heals. Alright, so this trade with Tan isn't actually doing us much good anymore. It is doing Kuyan considerable good, actually. But not much food. Honestly, there seem to be no better options, so we'll just continue it. Okay, have him heal up. And this guy can build us a mine. A glorious, glorious mine. Intruder alert once again. That is a fierce Polyaustralian army. It's a good thing these are all just normal battle suits right now. How did the Polyaustralians look? Oh, they only have 8 points in purity. That is too low. We're going to abuse the hell out of them once we get our high-class units. So let's keep on bombing these guys. Show them who's boss. Hopefully we don't kill him. Killing him would be bad. Alright, there we go. We brought him down just to the point where a single needle jet bombing run would absolutely wipe him out. And we will fortify this guy. Looks good to me. Okay, so we finished removing the miasma here, so we can build the biowell that we wanted to. And another disciple out of Ninit 10. This one I am going to send up to this border. And once again, we have the option what to build in Ninit 10. I'm thinking that the Summon Destroyer will really only give us 2 health, all things considered. Which is a considerable number, but it's not critical. What we could do is keep building... maybe we want needle jets. We don't really have very many. Or we could go for something like an educator with considerable ability to wipe out some cities. Or, you know, overseers would be nice. Let's make our minds up. And more disciples can't really hurt that much. Just more apostles. And I really just want to make this army a little bigger, a little fatter once we have to hit that point. So these 3 biowells are going along nicely. Kavitha insults us. Wonderful. Just heightening the tension for war, if such a war is to break out. Right, 2 projects finished. A disciple in Kuyan, and some other stuff. Okay. What do we want to do here? We could keep building military units, but I don't know how wise that is. I think we have trade routes open in Tan, so let's just build them some trade routes. Tan finished its recycler, certainly. So let's go ahead and build an auto plant there. It's going to help building and everything else in the long run. And just sounds good. And we get a Xenomalem in just 4 turns. And hopefully that'll get us out of all of our economic issues for pretty much forever. Needle jets. So how does the state of this border look? They're pushing up to put pressure on this overseer. We will not let that happen. Certainly we will take him out this turn. Let's hit him. And see if we can't take him out with just 1 needle jet blast. Hopefully this works. Got him. Wonderful. Alright. As far as these 2 go, let's just go ahead and fortify him. Finish another disciple here. Let's just fortify this border just that much, a little more. Actually, you know, we only have 3 guys over here. 4 would be nice. So why not? And this trade convoy can continue doing what it's doing, I believe. Is there anything better? 3-5. Doesn't look like it. This needle jet can heal up. I need my needle jets at full health. No, sirree. We don't do trade agreements that have us giving you cities. Reggie, no, we won't do it. Sorry. Not in our best interests. As a state. The Polystralians will not let up. Fortunately, this war, I'm fairly sure, will shift completely in our favor once we decide to pick up apostles.
Divas, Fravashi, and Yakshas, extend thy arms to cover us, hear us, and convey our prayer to the Lord Creator.
Alright, so I think one of the things we might want to do is build a bunch of those satellites everywhere now. That can be our next project in all these places. So, I want to build just one more trader out here. Because there was the plan to send this trader out to Tan. There's a lot of trade routes available. Wow, either that or we have a bunch of trade routes to reset this turn. He's always, yeah, probably the case. Alright, let's just reset these. I don't want to waste too much time looking at them. We'll deal with the military shortly. We did just pick up orbital network, so the question is, we can upgrade to apostles next turn. Is there any place where we're still building disciples? Just one there. One there. Yeah, it looks good actually. I think I will up for apostles next turn. And I think that might give us upgraded planes as well. So, how did we do on that? We were able to steal science from Magan. Wonderful. So now we can extract the operative. It's really quite nice. Okay, so let's see if we can't extract our operative. And if we can do that, we will have just another spy to help us out deal with our unhealth. And I actually just want to do a quick analysis of where that's coming from right now. 5 of it is coming from Tan. 2 from Tiangong. 2 from Kuyan. 2 from Ninit Tin. Wow, considerable amount from Ganzerg. 4 from Ganzerg, and 1 from Huanlai. 1 from Gangran. So a short amount from pretty much everywhere, with a heavy focus in Ganzerg, Tiangong, and Tan. So, we will definitely focus that when it comes around to it. Right now, let's just kill another unit using our overseers, which are wonderful. And hopefully we don't... No, I don't want to invade and just eat him. I'd rather just do a bombing run. Keep him at bay. God bless the tac jets. Let's just keep him in air intercept and fortify our units. Alrighty, this worker is done, so we can send him out here to go ahead and build us a mine on that hill. And this trade convoy is ready to go. So we might want to look at our trade route overview again, because at the beginning of the turn it said there were a bunch of trade routes not going anywhere. Available routes, none. I don't think that's quite true. 2 trade routes, 1 from Ninit Tin, 1 from Ganzerg, 0 from Tan. So the truth is that we do have several trade routes that we could still be making. Let's just make those now. I don't see why we haven't been doing that. Add that trade route to the end of the Disciple. Up here in Ganzerg, we can add a trade route as well. Perhaps those were the trade routes that we might have had with Reggie that got cut out. It's believable. Because the Polystralians might just, you know, blow those cities up. I really wish we could get access to these mines.
Stop talking about the weather and do something about it for once.
Just like that,
The choice between
we have
humans and
level
machines
11
is a
supremacy.
false dichotomy, created to confuse and mislead.
And we can bomb out some of these units. Upgrade the guys to apostles. So the question is, do we want the guys who become wonderful medics and heal everyone, or this just wonderful plus 30% flanking bonus, which will really make all of our guys absolute murderous machines. I'm going to go with the flanking bonus because we do actually have the extra healing from, what do you call it? The organ printer. And this would be nice if these guys played a support role in our army, but right now they're playing the critical frontline role. So flanking bonus will help a lot. And Herald's here. Plus 50% while air sweeping, or plus 20% when attacking wounded units. We always are attacking wounded units, so this is basically just plus 20%. I will take that, thank you very much. And like that, this has just become the strongest army, probably on the map. Yeah, looks pretty undeniable that that's the strongest army on the map now. Let's go ahead and eat them. This guy needs, is he an expert? No, he doesn't actually, he's green. He doesn't have any training. Ah well, they are apostles. They care not about training. What's training to them? Yeah, we'll just sweep in here and eat them. Wonderful. Now they may hit us with some bombers next turn. And my response will be to just have our heralds on air intercept. This convoy, again, don't want to waste... Ooh, it's actually for Tan. And I believe we can open this trade route in Tan. Okay, so where do we want to trade? This one will give Huanlei crazy resources. This one will give Ganzerig crazy resources. Huanlei or Ganzerig? I am going to opt for Huanlei just because it has issues with production. So, this looks nice. And here, let's just build a biowell. Because, again, Tan doesn't have too many sources of food yet. And all of the rest of our tiles will certainly be generators. I just want to have, you know, 4, 5, 6 solid food sources. Alright, Kuyan finished its trade route, which I believe went north. And now, it's time to decide what we're building next. We could build weather controllers for additional food. That could be very nice for Kuyan to help it grow. Or we could build laser comm satellites for extra science output. But it looks like time is up for this episode, guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.